So double XL, well no, actually not double XL. The list for the double XL 2013 freshman was leaked last night, and then double XL magazine went ahead and released the list. And I just have to say that I'm not mad at the list, but there's some artists that I'd rather have seen on the list. I just know they left off some lyrical people, but I mean, double XL past years haven't been known to just have nothing but lyrical.
Well, a lot of people prefer a more lyrical artist, and then some people want to like have music like Trinidad James makes some turn up party type things. So they're trying to keep a balance between hypey music and conscious and lyrical, and just try to blend it all into one. And I think that's what their goal is.
They have to like touch on every single
Yeah.
genre, like the best from each genre.
Exactly.
Like you got Absol, you're more like conscious, spiritual type genre. He's the best. You got like your whole like hyphy but pretty lyrical at the same time. Schoolboy Q.
Yeah, he's like gritty.
And you got your just straight hyphy like Trinidad James, turn up the party. And then you got your radio guy, Kurt Cobain. And then Action Bronson, the lyrical guy. Joey, the lyrical guy.
I would definitely say my top three would be Logic, Joey, and then Action Bronson. How do you feel?
Trinidad James, Schoolboy Q, and then somebody that can make an impact, I'll have to go with Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. See, I'm not too familiar with Travis Scott, so that was like a name when I saw the list that I wasn't really too excited about because I don't know a great body of work from him.
Top three easy. I'm gonna go with Q.
That's your number one?
Yeah. Absol. No, that third spot, bro. Joey badass for the youth, representing the youth having lyricism.
Third?
Now, what do you think about? Because I think the mainstream artist on this list has to be Kurt Cobain.
See, I'm not a fan personally of Kirko.
I feel the reason they put him on there is because it's mainstream relevancy.
There's always that one artist
Yeah, like
on the list that's like already on the radio,
yeah,
kind of
he's
familiar.
pretty much on the radio already, signed to.
So is
a
he like the
major label.
Roscoe Dash of this group, or?
Pretty much, because he's not really a freshman. He's been around forever. The thing about him, he has like 4 mixtapes out, but he doesn't have an album out. And I mean, I can understand them putting him on the list because he had the #1 song in the country, which was "Drinking My Cup." So I mean, I could see as far as who made an impact, because it's kind of like the Trinidad James route. Trinidad James only had like a mixtape with maybe like 7 songs on it, and one of those songs was a hit. But he made an impact with that song, and he signed a $2 million deal. So I can see why they put him on the list as well.
I don't think Kirko should have been on this list, and that's not a knock to him. It's just
Not feeling the song?
nah, he just not a freshman. Like
Number one, Joey. 2. 2 is gonna be Action,
okay,
and then third is gonna be Absol.
okay.
Actually, no. Switch Absol and Bronson. Switch them. So Joey, Soul, Bronson.
You know, I'd rather have had
I feel the
Rhapsody
same
than
way. Yeah, Rhapsody.
Angel.
Hell yeah.
I mean, she's way better in my book than Angel, but then again, I
Rhapsody.
haven't seen much from Angel, so I have nothing to base myself off of. And then I'm a big pusher for young artists, so I would have liked to see D Pride on there myself. I like supporting young artists. I think that the earlier they start, the greater chance they have of being a success in the long run. So my vote personally for that 10th spot went to Logic. I was kind of scared that he wouldn't have made the list, but he did, and I'm very happy about that.
I think the freshman list is like, all right, who like has put in the work?
Like who's about to be popping?
Who's about to be popping? Like, even though like some of the people haven't put in as much work as the other people, like they just had that song and set them off.
And person I'm also surprised to make the list was Rocky Fresh. I feel he's been putting in work as well, especially with MMG, bringing a whole new sound to the table. So I'm kind of
people
upset
were
about
wanting
that one.
Ritz on there.
So they just do it strictly off fan votes and it's no.
No. They pick.
Okay.
They
No,
pick
the
the
10th
artist.
spot goes to the People's Champion and People's
all
Choice.
the other
Did they
ones.
tell it?
That's Dizzy.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I was saying that Dizzy
Yeah.
obviously had
People
a
vote. Everybody voted for him.
bigger cult following
So
than
he had
any
the
other
most.
one.
He had the most people vote.
Yeah.
A lot of the artists that make the list end up popping off. Like, it's a lot of
After
exposure.
that list.
Yeah.
That's a big deal to be on there.
I think sometimes they wait too long to put an artist on.
True.
I think last year they kind of waited on Hobson.
The buzz Kendrick Lamar had, that's I think I can see that with Q.
Yeah, because TDE keeps saying that Q's next.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like Absol, he not gonna.
He's too. He's like I'm an Absol fan, but he's just too conscious for mainstream.
Yeah.
As far as mainstream goes,
And that
Q,
sucks because
yeah.
people are fucking stupid.
Nobody wanted Riff Raff?
Hell no.
Oh, no.
Like I would have preferred Lil B again over Riff Raff, man. Like
Tripping.
Gunplay Chief Keef.
They both should have been
How
on
you
there.
gonna do that to me?
Yes. We should have got all the way.
Okay, I
ratchet
would go
it.
with Gunplay over Chief Keef. Chief Keef is not deserving to be on any magazine cover.
I don't think that.
How-
He's relevant.
How
so
is
Yeah, he's a
Gunplay
relevant
next to
artist.
all of those guys that made the
I'm
list
into
on there?
music.
But no, I'm fuck the music. I'm just saying, just being on the list though.
Tell that to the freshmen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you just going off of impact or whatever, Gunplay made a fat ass splash. Like he's on Cartoons.
No, I just said I picked Gunplay over Chief Keef.
I think they both should have been on the list.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
all
like,
three of
Out
them.
of everybody
though?
on that list, Trinidad James probably has one of the biggest followings. As much as you want to hate it, like
Everyone's heard that.
I don't know
Yeah.
about biggest followings because
one of the biggest following.
I don't think he has
One
a big
of.
Oh.
following. I just think he has a nice song.
Because I think Joey. Has
Yeah, Joey has a nice following.
Like a following. I'm
Absol
waiting
has
for
a
a
nice
song
following.
to drop.
Yeah.
I think it's
Like Trinidad James, if he had a new song drop today, people wouldn't rush
Yeah.
to go download it.
no,
and
it's
buy
not
it.
that. It's just
Because that's a following.
he's I don't want to say a gimmick, but he's something unique. Like
He's
from
marketable.
yeah, he's marketable from his image to 2 Chainz.
Okay,
He's like
yes, he's marketable. I don't think Trinidad James is marketable.
I think Trinidad James is marketable.
Yeah, he's a character.
Yeah.
Why is that shit marketable? Like, what does
He's
that
a
mean?
character. I still haven't seen the character side to him though. I've
That's like-
seen interviews. I've seen.
He's smart as fuck in his interviews.
True.
He is.
But you gotta think
That's
about
what
it.
I'm
The
saying.
rappers that look
The
like
character
characters
is
like
just
that
the
are the
sh-
ones who
clothes.
you have people.
That's it.
Look at this. Lil B had a beef with Joey Badass. Surprisingly, Lil B ate Joey Badass in that beef because of his following. They have both released diss songs. Joey Badass crushed Lil B on a diss song, but because of who Lil B is and his cult following, because of his image,
And people, yeah, that's fucked up though, Joey.
I mean, I'm not stepping on Lil B. I never said Lil B.
no, I'm just saying. No, that's the same thing with
I
Trinidad.
picked Lil
like,
B over Trinidad
I'm
James.
just- that's how
Chief
Trinidad
Keef,
is.
and
It's just
Gunplay.
his gimmick, his image. Like it draws fans, it draws supporters.
So it's not about the music.
Nowadays. Truthfully, nah, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm so disagreeing. I'm so into the music that I'm
I
just
agree.
mad that he said
'cause I'm a
I was
hip-
only rapping for 9 months and now
Yeah,
I'm here.
I
Like
agree,
that
'cause
just
I'm
makes me mad.
I'm a hip hop head, so I agree. But I mean, nowadays, that's what people. He didn't get signed for $2 million because of his music.
Explain this 11th spot freshman for Chief Keef for me. Can someone do that?
Chance the Rapper.
Can someone explain why he's the 11th? Because there's only supposed to be 10.
Because
I
he's
mean-
Chief Keef.
Yeah, he's like the 6th man. Like Chief
Who
Keef.
is Chief? Like really?
Nah, but Chief Keef has made an impact.
Chief
As
Keef
much like
is,
A negative impact.
Chief Keef is the mirror.
He's
of
controversial.
What people think Black Youth
Yes,
is.
I agree.
he's very
Is-
controversial.
Is that a good thing?
It's
Do
not.
we need
but
that
at the
out
same
there?
time,
Do we need that on the
Shit's
cover of Double
It's
XL
a lot of
this
shit we
year?
don't
I
need
mean,
on XXL,
but
but I
but
mean-
Chief Keef though,
he's still.
he has a song with 50 Cent and Wiz Khalifa. Like that's
He
the
has
big, that's
the worst verse on
that's
the
big,
track.
That's all the cosign you need right there, pretty much.
Okay, how far does a cosign go though? Okay, and that's why he's not deserving of a magazine cover. He got money and then went straight
Well,
to
I mean,
jail.
He didn't get all the way on. It's just kind of a picture of it.
I mean, look, man.
That's true because
He's
he
probably
couldn't
gonna
make
go
the
to
photo
jail
shoot.
anyway, so it's better to go to jail with some
I
bread
think that's
than
why
to
they
go to jail
had
without
this
some bread.
11th spot. I think they created that because people were so mad ASAP Rocky didn't make last year's because he was caught up in his tour and he couldn't make the photo shoots and the cypher videos, so they just got rid of him off the list. And they were about to do that with Chief Keef, and they're looking at the situation that happened with ASAP, so they're like, let's create this 11th spot. This honorable mention, people who can't be here spot. I think that's what that is.
And do you think hip hop magazines as a whole, like, do you think this list
Oh, hell
matters
yeah.
in the grand scheme of things?
I mean, like I said, like from everybody from like previous lists, at least half of those artists are on now.
And that's exactly my point why people should be deserving to be on this list because this is such a great platform. If a person like Chief Keef isn't going to take a list like this seriously, I mean, I don't know. I haven't talked to Chief Keef. I don't know if he's going to take, if he's excited that he's on this list. But I doubt he is. He's probably going to go straight back to jail. And he's not deserving of this list.
I hope Chief Keef sees this interview and puts Tammy in the chokehold one
No,
day
I'm,
when she
come
when he
and,
runs
come and see me, Chief
when he
Keef.
runs
Come and see
into
me.
her. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
He's not deserving of this list. This is a great platform, and if you're not deserving of the list, you shouldn't be on it. Because if the list was just like Absol, Rhapsody, just like a bunch of like
people wouldn't be
straight
good ass artists.
I get
People
that.
wouldn't be
Trust me, I
arguing
get
about
that.
it, like who deserves to be on it and who's not. If they all had good artists.
Why not? But who wants to argue though?
But that's
Like,
just sad that you have to
Why
put
can't we
such
just
artists on.
appreciate
Because
the
it
list
builds
because
even
it's
more
good as
arguments,
shit.
build publicity, bro.
But I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, music is so stupid now.
It's politics. That's all it is, bro.
Why can't we just have 10 dope ass artists and we not argue about it? We just appreciate it. We
Start
be
your
like,
own list.
I'm
Start
not.
your
I
own
don't.
list.
I don't do the magazine
Start your
thing.
own
The Evan
list.
Taylor
But
list.
Devil XL, holla at your boy.
For my people. But I think a lot of it does deal with like what kind of cosign you have.
Mhm.
Going back to Travis Scott, because he doesn't have a mixtape out yet. I mean, I guess he's been in the game as a ghostwriter or a producer or whatever.
Then who's co-signing Angel?
I think they just like
Explain
truthfully,
that to me.
Like, that's my
Truthfully,
thing.
they just
What
needed-
is- what constitutes
they just
being
went
on
they
the
just
list?
went by looks, and that she's a female artist.
I can just say I'm not mad at the list, but like I said, there's one or two, maybe three people I'd exchange for another 2, 3.
Chance the Rapper, man. Brain Cells, that's one of the greatest songs ever.
He's not one of them.